Hello, my name is Diego Ojeda. In this short video, I will present some key concepts we will use in From Reflection to Innovation Selfie MOOC, promoted by the Italian National Research Council and the Cyprus Pedagogical Institute in the context of the Sherpa project. Schools are dynamic learning organizations that must constantly adapt to the changing landscape. The primary purpose of any school is that students learn, but at the same time, the school itself learns through its practice, the reflection on this practice, and the interaction with its environment. According to the OECD, a learning organization is a place where the beliefs, values, and norms of employees are brought to bear in support of sustained learning, where a learning culture is nurtured, and where learning to learn is essential for everyone involved. Schools must learn and adapt faster than ever to prepare students for life and work in the digital age, to prepare them for jobs and for using technologies, some of which have not yet even been created. Through collective reflections, schools can develop a shared vision and improve their capacity to make the most effective use of technology for teaching and learning. As the Greek expression goes, they need to know themselves and their real needs and potential. If reflective practice illuminates what the self and others have experienced, it can be both a mutually supportive individual and collective activity inside the same learning process. In other words, school communities can learn from experience at the individual level of school leader, teacher, and student. But bringing together all these individual self-reflections will allow school community members to realize that knowledge is embedded in their experience and how vital this knowledge is in improving their individual and collective practices. Reflective practice is fundamentally structured around inquiry. In the context of this course, the questions we want to answer are: how can each school make the most of digital technologies for teaching and learning? And how the digital plan of the school is adapted to the needs, capacity, and expectations of the school community? In other words, we want to answer how each school can fulfill its digital potential. Vygotsky taught us that social interaction is an integral part of learning, and each student has a potential they can fulfill within a zone of proximal development. However, for achieving their potential, moving from the current state of development to the zone of proximal development, students need guidance, tools, and structured activities to learn new skills and knowledge, and this is an enduring process. Similarly, each school has a current state of digital development which can capture through collective reflection and potential that can be achieved through a shared vision and collective action. To capture the current state of a school's digital strategies and practices through a process of collective reflection and inquiry, we will use Selfie, the European tool for schools' digital capacity, which we will discuss in the following video.